What's up, my Pugnios? Andy Vlog decided to share with you guys this pretty big milestone, I think, in my YouTube career. So, as you may know, I've been doing YouTube for 7 years, maybe 8 now. If we're talking about gaming, it's been longer. But this channel's been around since about 2013, and I've been just making silly little vlogs, talking about tech, doing stuff that I enjoy. It hasn't been since the last few months where the channel's actually really picked up, and a lot of people have been watching the content. So with that, it inevitably is growth for the channel. And this last few months have been really awesome. I hit the partner program and I was able to monetize my content, and you guys have been super supportive. And I was able to invest more heavily into the channel because of those earnings that I made. So I want to thank you guys personally. Thank you so much for all of your support. And this video is going to be an unboxing of that development of the outcome of the passing that milestone for the channel. So I've upgraded my camera. I upgraded it from the Sony a6400 that I'd purchased a number of years ago, just for fun, because I wanted to take pictures of the family. I didn't really have any interest in turning it into my vlog camera. Now it's become this camera, which is my primary camera for making videos. Now I'm going ahead and I'm going to be switching it over from this camera to the new a7 Mark III, which I'm really excited to be able to announce that I purchased. So we're going to switch over to the overhead view with an older camera that doesn't look as good. I'm going to be replacing this camera with my 6400 so that we've got really good, I don't know, quality. I'm loving these Sony cameras. I've been wanting to up my game, and I think this is that first step, and it's making me a little emotional, so bear with me, guys. With that said, let's go ahead and kind of go over some of the features of this device. I purchased the body only, so it's going to be substantially cheaper, and I did get it used. As you can tell, this is an Amazon refurbished device. So let's go ahead and jump into it right now, and then we will switch over from the old camera to the new one and give you kind of a comparison view. So here's some of the documentation here. Again, it's not going to be in its original wrapping. This was used, which I'm fine with. We're going to keep all this information, and then we'll reveal to you here the inside of the box. Before we get into the body, let's go ahead and just open up this. This is most likely where your cords would be. In this slot is going to get your charger and your battery. This uses a different size battery, which is not too bad. Here is the battery itself. It is a bigger battery as opposed to the 6400. You can see that battery size is much bigger. Flipping it over here, the milliampage is 2280 as opposed to the 1000, so it's twice as much of a battery. The size of this battery is NPFZ100 as opposed to the NPFW50. So I'm gonna have to start buying some new batteries for this for sure. Let's go ahead and shift gears here now over to the camera itself. Again, this is the body only. I can already feel that this is much more hefty. And here is the big reveal for the a7 Mark III. Dang, look at that. That is gorgeous. It's got a more robust grip here, which is pretty exciting. Down here is where your lens button is to take the lens off. You've got these side little dealies to connect your lens to, or your strap to. Looking at the top, here's your power button, which is no different. Here is your shutter button. You've got C1 and C2, which are right in front, as opposed to C1 only, I think, on the side for the 6400. You've got your exposure dial right here that you can, it looks like the setting wheel is a little bit smaller. They've taken out a couple of the different features. You got your hot shoe mic right here. It appears here on the side is your built-in microphone right there. Your viewfinder is definitely better. It is bigger. It even has this eye rubber On the side, here are some of your inputs. We're going to be opening up the micro USB and USB Type-C, and then here is your mini, I think it's a mini HDMI out. Here is your audio out. No, this is your monitor. So you can stick your headphones in here and you can hear the audio out. That's fantastic. That's a big change from you know, the camera that I currently have. Let's flip it over to this other side before we get into the back. Here is your NFC touch point. I don't know what, oh, that's the latch to open up your dual SD card. This is capable of using SDXC slot 1 and slot 2, which means that you can forever continuously shoot on this camera. You just have to keep swapping out memory cards so you can continuously basically shoot. You can continuously shoot with this camera, you know, by interchanging the card slots as they fill up. Let's go ahead and show you the front now of the camera. We've got this much larger screen, which looks like it folds out just like the 6400. It's not articulating all the way up. Dang, that really stinks. That's a little disappointing. So I'm not gonna be able to see my face when I line myself up, when I frame myself up. Down below here is your battery slot, and there you have it. What's nice about the, you know, a full frame camera, as you may know, is that you're gonna get the true 16 millimeter that it says here. On my other mirrorless camera, I think it was a 1.25 or it was a 1.3, and so I wasn't getting a true 16 millimeter. It was like 21 or 24, and then it would go up to, you know, whatever 1.3 times 50 is. I'm thinking like a 64 millimeter. Okay, so now comparing these cameras here together, you can tell that it's got, you know, probably a 1/4 inch on the length. As far as the width, you've got yourself about a comparable width. As far as thickness though, you can tell that it's probably almost 60% thicker. Like I said, on the 6400 here, you've only got the C1 fast button here. The front looks almost exactly the same, except for the grip here is gonna be, you know, much wider or grippier. These two C2 buttons are here. Let's look at some of these settings here that you've got. I've got this small rig bar that's coming across here that's kind of covering it. And I actually have my small rig extra cold shoe mount that I'm going to be affixing from here to there. You notice here that you don't have the exposure on the 6400. You have an extra menu wheel and wheel on the front and on the back, as opposed to only one on the back. On the back of this, you've got a dedicated record button up here by the viewfinder, the eye viewfinder. You've got an extra joystick kind of a thing up here, as well as your FN and then connection. You've got this same wheel, rolling wheel, as the 6400. I'm wondering if this is the AF MF switch that I have right here, the AEL, that's right there. Oh no, that's right there. AF is right there, and the zoom. You even have a third button right here, C3, and your menu button moved here from up here. Oh man, did I seriously just drop that? From up here. Oh man, did I seriously just drop that? I seriously just dropped that. Drop this one, not this one. Anyway, you've got your menu here in the a6400 as opposed to up here. That's because the viewfinder, they moved from the 6400 from all the way over here to more of the center of the body in the A7 Mark III. Let's go ahead and turn them both on so you can see. Boom. There they are. Here is the Sony. It's going to go into the setup stage. Do I want to set it up? Yes. The time. Here is, I mean, here it is. This is a prime lens, or it's a stock lens that doesn't zoom. But I can already tell it looks wider because it's a full frame lens. So there's that little extra cold shoe mount that I'm adding to it. It does make it a little bit wider right here, which I'm not too fond of. I don't like adding extra length to it, and I didn't screw it all the way in. Okay, so I think we've gotten I've gotten what we need here. I just need to start charging this now. All right, my pungios, well, this is my mess of a desk now. This is now the Sony 6400 that you can see from up above. I can zoom in, zoom out. It looks really, really sharp. And now we're moving over to the A7 Mark III. I mean, it is already way wider. Even though I just changed bodies, you can tell the full frame is giving me so much more up here and so much more here. I'm gonna have to rethink how I do stuff. Nonetheless, thank you so much, guys, again, for supporting me in this endeavor and being there for me during this. I can't thank you guys enough. I'm really excited to be able to shoot on this and make the content that much better moving forward. It's all because of you guys. If you want to see all the products that I've showed off today, down below in the description, it's there. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Andy with Andy Vlogs signing out.